Hi there. Today we're going to discuss add and subtract like fractions. I'm going to review examples 1 through 6 on pages 284 to 286. What will we learn today? Today we're going to add like fractions, and we're also going to subtract like fractions. Vocabulary you need to know for today is like fractions. Make sure you write that down in your notebook. Key concept, add and subtract like fractions. To add or subtract like fractions, add or subtract the numerators and write the result over the denominator. So, for example, 5/10 plus 2/10, we keep the denominator the same as 10, and we just add the numerators, 5 plus 2, and that equals 7/10. Another example is 11/12 minus 4/12. They have the same denominator, 12. So we keep that the same, and we subtract the numerators, 11 minus 4, or 7/12. Here's example number 1. Add 5/9 plus 2/9 and write in simplest form. 5/9 plus 2/9 equals the same as keeping the denominator the same and just adding the numerators 5 plus 2. And that equals 7/9. And that's in simplest form, so we don't have to simplify it anymore. Here, we're just going to show you an example of a number line. You start at 0, and the number line is broken up into ninths. So we went up 5/9, and then we add another 2/9, and we end at 7/9. Okay, so you can use a number line if you want. Here's example number 2, again on page 284. Add -3/5 plus -1/5, right in simplest form. So the first thing we're going to do is add the numerators. So we have the denominators the same, so we'll keep that the same. And our numerators are -3 and -1. So -3 plus -1 over 5. And then that equals -4/5. Or you can just have the negative on the outside, so -4/5. Here's example number 3 on page 285. Sophia ate 3/5 of a cheese pizza. Jack ate 1/5 of a cheese pizza and 2/5 of a pepperoni pizza. How much pizza did Sophia and Jack eat all together? Okay, keyword here is all together, and that's going to mean that we're going to be adding. So here we have 3/5 plus 1/5 plus 2/5. Here they reordered the numbers, the community property of addition, and you'll see why in 1 second. They reordered the numbers, and then they combined 3/5 plus 2/5 first, only because it was easy and it just equals 1. You don't have to do that. These properties are good for addition and multiplication, so you can kind of reorder them and group them the way that you want. You could have done this, or you could have just added straightforward, doesn't matter. But here it was kind of easy because we knew that 3/5 plus 2/5 equals 1, so all we had to do was tack on the 1/5. So 1 plus 1/5, or 1 and 1/5. So our complete answer is, so Sophia and Jack ate 1 and 1/5 pizzas all together. Example 4 on page 285, find -5/8 minus 3/8. So the first thing we're going to do is rewrite our subtraction sentence as an addition sentence. So instead of saying -5/8 minus 3/8, we're going to say -5/8 plus -3/8. Again, changing subtraction to addition, and the second number turning into its opposite. So now all we can do, since the denominators are the same, is add the numerators, so -5 plus -3. And that answer is -8 over 8, or it just equals -1. Example number 5, again on page 285. We've got find 5/8 minus 7/8. So here, 5/8 minus 7/8, all we have to do is subtract the numerators. You can rewrite it again as 5/8 plus -7/8. I recommend rewriting all your subtraction sentences as addition sentences. But 5 minus 7 is negative 2/8. Again, you have to make sure that all your answers are simplified. 2 and 8 are divisible by 2, so that's why it equals negative 1/4. Here they just drew a number line for you. You started at 0, you moved over 5/8, and then you moved left 7/8, and that's how you ended up at negative 2/8. Again, you can use a number line if you want. If you don't feel comfortable, don't even worry about it. Here's our last example, example 6 on page 286. About 6/100ths of the population of the United States lives in Florida. Another 4/100ths lives in Ohio. About what fraction more of the U.S. population lives in Florida than in Ohio? So again, we want to know how many more or how much more is in Florida than in Ohio. So we're going to subtract Florida minus Ohio. So 6/10 minus 4/10. Again, the denominators are the same, so all we have to do is subtract the numerator, so 6 minus 4. That equals 2/100ths. Again, simplify your answers to 1/50th. And our complete answer is about 1/50th more of the U.S. population lives in Florida than in Ohio. Okay, hope that video was helpful. Thank you. Bye.